Morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you tuning in. I am going to show you how I'm getting parts of the garden that looks like that ready and looking like this. Real quick, I'm going to go down here and check because I planted, yep, here we go. There's a sprout right there. And there's a sprout right there of Seminole pumpkin. And there should be one more, but it may not come up. We'll see. But I'm about to plant some more in this area that I've gotten forked and everything here. I am going to plant some more Seminole pumpkin here. But in a different area, have a different kind of pumpkin that I'm going to plant. It's a Cuban pumpkin. A friend of mine gave me some seeds, and I'm going to see if I can get it to grow here. I think it will, because you can buy them in the grocery stores around here. So I would assume that you could probably grow it here. But anyways, got Seminole pumpkin. These are seeds that I saved from some of my pumpkins. And that's what I planted over where those sprouts were that you saw. So I'm just going to toss them down, and then I'll push them in. And I'm only going to plant a few because, as you've seen in my other videos, the vines will run everywhere. And you have to, excuse me, moving the camera, you have to kind of guide them where you want them to go. So I'm just going to take the end of my hoe right here and push them in. Push it down in there, and you see that it went in sideways, which that's how you want to plant it, because if you plant it upside down, it could be a problem. It'll grow upside down. So these seeds, you can pretty much tell, you can pretty much tell where's up and where's down. Obviously the end that's got the pointed, well, you know what pumpkin seeds look like. Most people have eaten them, so you know what the top and what the bottom is. So if you planted it directly up, you know, if you planted it like this, just directly into the ground, it will grow. But what I always do is I plant them sideways, and that's especially good to do with seeds that you're not sure what's up and what's down. Just plant them sideways, because then they'll find their way out. The roots will go down, the leaves will go up. If you plant them upside down, then it gets confused and it will just die. So if you have any seeds that you don't know what side's up and what side's down, always just plant them on their side and it will be fine. So I've got those pumpkin seeds in. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over, put up my tripod, and I'm going to show you how I fork an area to get it ready. So okay, so bear with me with the angle of the video, because I'm trying to angle it to where you can see the ground. You can see how I'm forking the ground. But if you don't have a broad fork, I highly recommend getting one. There are several places you can get one. I would recommend the easydigging.com. This is what this one is. It's called the Meadow Creature. You can get, this one is the 12-inch tines. You can get, I know you can get 14-inch tines, and you might be able to go one more up from that. But I just got the 12-inch, like the standard one. So it actually goes down deeper than like a rototiller would. I have a rototiller, and when I originally established this garden, that's what I used to just help me get the grass chopped up. but the rototiller only goes 8 inches down. This goes 12 inches down. And the other thing about a broad fork is you're not disturbing the soil life as much, because it's not churning it and cutting so much that a rototiller would cut. This just kind of loosens up the soil and helps you. It really helps if you've got an area that's grassy. If you use a fork on it, then kind of hoe the grass, it's so easy to get it cleared out. So let me show you how you do it. So you start by, hold on, let me adjust the camera a little bit better. Bear with me here. There, you can see it now. So you start, and it's heavy, so you just want it to go right in the ground, and you can stand on this bar right here. You can stand on it if you want, but you don't really have to. So what I do is I get it in the ground, I put pressure here, and then you rock it back and forth, and it sinks into the ground. And then once it's all the way down to where the top of the tines are, where that bar is, you just kind of pull it back like this, and it pulls up soil, which you can see. It kind of pulls the soil up and gets it loose. Of course, now it's starting to rain. So, and then you just go right behind it, right behind the same spot you just did, and do the same thing. Rock it till it's all the way down. And pull it up. Then you go right behind that and do the same thing. And you can see how it loosens everything up. It kind of pulls any roots out. And then you can come back, and I'll show you here. So do that. Hold on 1 second. You do that, and then you come in with a hoe, and look how much easier it is. It's so much easier because everything is loosened up. It's so much easier to come along, and you can bust up all this grass. And if you got a big clump, you can pull it out. That's what I usually do. If I have any of these big clumps of grass, I just pull them out. Because the issue is they'll probably keep growing if I tried to leave them there. So it makes it so much easier to do that. And there you go. Now that area is nice and fluffy and ready, and you can plant whatever you want to here. Once you do this, don't step on that area, because if you step on it, you're going to compact it back down, and you're going to kind of, the work you just did is going to be for naught, because it's going to be back, because now that it's nice and fluffy, it gives roots and everything like that a lot of room to grow. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cut this video short because it started to rain some, and I don't want to get my phone all wet, but I will show you real quick. Oops. got the Everglades tomatoes are sprouting. And tomatoes, I've always found, are difficult to get to start producing. So I come along and I try to tap it like this to get the flowers pollinated, because it's almost like once you get them going, once they're pollinated and get going, they kind of just start doing it themselves. So, but I'm hoping that I can get some good Everglades tomatoes coming in. And I don't know if you can see all the water on the screen, so I'm gonna have to cut this video short. I didn't know it was gonna rain. But anyways, thanks for watching. That's how you use a broad fork. It's really easy, and it's super useful. So I totally recommend getting a broad fork. I recommend the Meadow Creature from easydigging.com, and you will not be disappointed, and you will be glad that you got one. It's a purchase that's well worth it, well worth the money. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I will be back again soon to post more updates. See you later.